On the day of the explosion, I was at my friend's house, less than a kilometre from the port. Everything happened in perfect timing, where 1 second more or less would have been fatal. We found ourselves in the dark, covered in dust and surrounded by smoke. A woman approached us in tears, asking for help with her injured foot. We helped her find her way out of the city, using shortcuts that we knew, as the main roads were completely blocked.
The day of the explosion started out like any other day. I was at work in downtown in front of the port. About 6:05 p.m. the explosion happened. I remember we were all sitting in our offices, and afterwards we looked at each other without understanding what happened. After the second explosion, I saw that the glass in the window next to me was broken. If I had still been sitting there, I would have been hurt. To this day, I can still hear the sirens sounding in my ears.
This tragedy has happened at one of the most difficult times in our history. For over a year now, we've been experiencing an economic and political crisis like never before. Moreover, the Lebanese currency has suffered a terrible collapse, losing more than 80% of its value, without forgetting the difficult situation caused by the coronavirus pandemic. For me, it was a very big shock, and I felt as if something broke inside me. I lost hope in the future. How can we still believe in a future when every time we build something, everything collapses?
When the explosion happened, I faced death. I had a strange feeling that my life on Earth was over. For several seconds, I was afraid. But at that very moment, I heard this voice inside telling me that my life here was not over. God is with us, and He loves us. He never abandons anyone. That's when I really understood what it means to entrust your life to God.
The one thing that really gave me hope was Pope Francis's words addressed to the Lebanese people and the whole world, that gave us a glimpse of being able to see beyond what we are living in the present moment.
La tragedia che ha colpito la città di Beirut. Il mio pensiero va ancora al caro Libano.
The next day, as soon as I woke up, I immediately talked about it with the young people, all the ones I knew, because I felt we had to do something concrete to help the people of Gemaise, Quarantina, Beirut, the areas most affected. I sent my employer a message that I would not be going to work and that I wasn't sure how best to do it, perhaps taking a day off because I wanted to go and help. We didn't know what we were going to do. We just wanted to help whoever was there. At the end of the day, my boss called me and thanked me for my decision. He added that he wouldn't count that as a day off because he understood how serious the situation was and how much help was needed.
After a few days, even though we were actually helping, I felt frustrated we'd done so little. I said maybe these people need something more dedication, support. I can give so little in my own way through small things like fixing the curtains, sweeping or sitting and listening to people and building a relationship with them. I realized this is what they really did need and that they felt love and found dignity after having really lost everything.
Here in Lebanon, there are also sponsorship initiatives that support more than 100 families in these times of crisis. Hot food and other basic necessities are still being distributed to families in need.
Of course, perhaps there is no hope, but we continue to look for it together, and we continue to believe that despite all the destruction and death, despite the pain, there is love, there is unity, and there is a beautiful future that we can all discover together.
في مستقبل حلو ممكن يتلاقى.